There are some days you wouldn't catch me anywhere near a theme and amusement park. After working for years at theme and amusement parks and visiting them, I've realized over the years that there are some days you won't catch me anywhere near them. Among those, opening day of the parks, opening day of rides, holidays. Well, why not? There's actually a number of good reasons, especially with the opening days. All of those days, your major holidays, opening days, summer weekends, the crowds are huge. Those are the days that everybody's taking their time off of work. They've got free. There's no school. They're all pouring into the parks. Opening days tend to get humongous crowds because people are dying and itching to get back into the parks. They've had all this time off, and if you're anywhere near a seasonal park, then those opening weekends are huge because everybody can't wait to get back in and see what's new and what's changed and what's happened and experience all the new stuff. And so you just get these huge, tremendous crowds. Same thing with the opening of new rides. They just pull people in and everybody wants to be the first. I don't know. I've never quite understood the fascination with being first. I can honestly say there's one time I think I was the first to do something, and that was the reopening of Noah's Ark at Kennywood, which was really cool. And then I took over a week to upload my footage because, okay, there are actually people who were there well after me whose footage was up online long before mine, because first is neat, but it's not huge. But there are people that they're just dying to be first. So you tend to get these huge crowds, huge lines for anything that's just opening. I don't like huge lines. I'm spoiled. I want to wait like 20 minutes or less if at all possible. So I don't go on huge crowd days, which means opening days for rides and stuff. Nope, not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. And opening day of the season in rides also has a number of other issues. And this is my experience working at the parks, where those opening days, the opening weekends, opening moments, your crews are all learning what they're doing. They're still new to the job. Yes, they've been thoroughly trained. Yes, they've practiced, but they're not doing everything through practice and rote memory. They're having to still think everything through. Check every restraint. Take your time. And the problem is they're slow because they're still learning it. They're still getting used to it. If you're seeing a show, that opening performance is the one you're going to see the most flubbed lines. My opening days, robbing on the train, I blew that script more and flubbed it up, and not in funny ways. They were just like, yeah, okay, that was terrible. And the people on the train were like, yep, that was terrible. So your operations are going to be slow. Your amount of people that can get onto a ride is going to be lower because the operators aren't fast. They're still figuring it out. Plus, you are more likely on new rides to have bugs in the system, mechanical issues, because they're still working out all the kinks and getting it to work right and flow right and all of that kind of stuff. If there are things that aren't working quite right, they're really going to show up in the opening. This is one of the reasons Disney does what's called a soft opening, because they can actually have their employees, the cast members, practice running the rides, work through till they're used to it, and they can allow the mechanics and other things to work out on an actual real ride system that way, and not just an occasional spit out. It helps them work out all the kinks and the bugs and the issues until they can open it fully to the public, and yet at the same time limit how many people actually get to go. Cast previews, yeah, you're probably going to wait a while. Sure, come on in, write it. Expect to wait in line while they get everything worked out. That's how they work out. It's how Disney gets past a lot of those issues that you otherwise will see at Six Flags and Silver Dollar City and Cedar Fair and all the other parks, is because they don't do soft openings. It's nothing, boom, here it is. Opening day, typically, my experience at Silver Dollar City, we didn't have really an opening day at Disney or Busch because they were open year round. But Silver Dollar City tended to be one of the busiest days of the year if the weather was remotely decent. And it tended to be the hardest one for operations. The longest lines, things aren't all fully open either at the opening part of the year. Silver Dollar City typically would have a third of the restaurants and a third of the stores still closed, waiting until later when it gets busier. So a lot of them don't open till May. This is true at other parks as well. You'll find a lot of the eateries and stores and stuff not open yet, partially because the people who are going to work at them are still in school and can't work. The labor shortages that all of the parks have been dealing with for the last couple of years has really put a crimp in what they can get open and even how fast the operations are. So if you're thinking about going to a park opening day, give them a few days. Let them get used to the jobs. Let them get everything flowing smoothly, and then go. That 1 week can make a huge difference between a not fun trip and a fun trip that works flawlessly. So I encourage you, don't do opening days. Let them get things down a little bit first, and then go visit. Everybody will be happier. Trust me on that. Thank you so much for watching. Do you have an opinion about it too? I'd love to hear. Share your experiences below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you as well to my supporters. I couldn't do this without you. And thank you so incredibly much for watching. God bless. Alexa, turn the living room light. Alexa, turn the table light red.
Okay.
Stop stomping. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Be sure to share them in the comments below, or you can contact me. There's information in the description that has my email address, fan pages, information about merchandise, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and if you haven't already, hit the button right up there to subscribe. And in fact, if you did enjoy this, I've even got another video for you right here. And also about these wonderful people here, those are my YouTube members and my patrons, the ones whose financial support makes this possible. I couldn't do it without them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, well, be sure to check the description. There's a link right down there. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.